This clip of the Texas Bucket List is brought to you by Spirit of Texas Bank and Slovacek Sausage.
Howdy, and welcome back to the Texas Bucket List. Did you know that the state of Texas has 93 state parks and historical sites in 98 different counties that consist of over 580,000 acres of land? Well, we hope to explore all of those here on the Texas Bucket List, and this week we head to a Central Texas treasure, the Colorado Bend State Park, where you can explore the trails and tunnels of Texas.
About an hour and a half from Austin and just west of Lampasas, you'll find a park dedicated to the rugged terrain of Texas. Once known for its incredible white bass fishing, the park has undergone a metamorphosis thanks to a drought that doesn't seem to be going anywhere. Now, that doesn't prevent folks from casting a line while soaking up the sun, but now this amazing acreage is being explored for its natural beauty.
Colorado Bend State Park is a pretty special place.
Kelby Birdwell is the park superintendent at a place that prides itself on its 34 miles of hike and bike trails.
We try to have something for everybody. We're more with one of the rugged, more primitive parks, but we have the trails that are easy, half-mile to hike to the swimming holes, and then we have some of the most rugged mountain biking trails as well.
Now, if this bumpy but beautiful ride doesn't do it for you, you can always take a stroll up the Spicewood Springs Trail, which is cascading waterfalls and swimming holes.
It's a stress reliever. I mean, it just calms you and soothes you.
Sophia Elmore traded in the oil wells of Odessa for a glimpse of this glistening water.
I love it. If anybody that loves nature will like it.
Not impressed with these relaxing rapids? Well, take a hike. No, seriously, take a hike to the Gorman Falls. It's one of the jewels of the Colorado Bend State Park.
I never get tired of seeing it.
Christine Copton has spent 27 years with Texas Parks and Wildlife, and this state site has a special connection to the ranger.
I love this place. It's very dear to me. I was born and raised in this area and grew up here, so it's very special.
As the memories come flooding back to Christine, she knows that the folks she shares this place with are creating memories of their own.
There's been a lot of people that have never heard of it before, and just seeing the excitement in their face when they see it, it's really a good feeling.
It looks like something that you would see in Hawaii or, but it's right here in Texas.
Taha Shipchandler lives in Katy, but is from India. He has seen the world, but what do you know? There's something special about this part of the Lone Star State.
Pristine nature of the park is something that is worth experiencing for almost a very inexpensive trip for a lot of bang for the buck.
What's interesting about Gorman Falls is it's constantly changing depending on what time of year you see it. It's even getting bigger, but you might not notice it for a couple hundred years or maybe even 1,000.
This travertine rock is actually growing. If it's left undamaged, it estimates that it grows about ½ an inch a year.
While exploring the banks of the Colorado River near Gorman Falls, you might notice something that doesn't exactly belong here. Back in the 60s, this used to be a fishing hole, and one fisherman had a close call when pulling up to the falls. Turns out they didn't know how steep the fall was. 50 years later, the car still rests on the river.
It's kind of neat for the people to be able to see this old car, probably a 50s or early 60s model, sitting down here on the banks next to one of the most pristine things.
What a story. I wonder if the guy who ever drove it over ever comes over and says, hey, this is my car.
Maybe we'll see it on y'all's show.
Yeah.
So after exploring the trails, the views, and the falls, you'd think that was all to see here, but it's not.
We offer a pretty unique experience. It's wild crawling cave tours. So you'll go with a guide, and we'll take you out on a trail, and we'll drop into a cave just with hard hats, helmets, and headlamps, and you get to explore what's underneath your feet for a couple hours.
With 486 caves on park grounds, there is plenty of places to seek out a subterranean site.
Texas Geological Association's been out here since the 70s doing an ongoing research project. They're always finding new caves.
Kind of slide down as slow as you can to get to the bottom. You get an opportunity to help them maybe make a connection with it and take not only a great memory but maybe a new point of view or something.
With such an all-encompassing experience of Texas beauty, it's no surprise that many who come visit the park have a spiritual experience.
It's just amazing that God created something like this.
Connecting with God, literally, and thanking the Lord for giving us this, and more people need to get out here.
The Colorado Bend State Park, a marvel of Texas beauty and serenity, and well worth a stop on the Texas bucket list.
It's beautiful, it's unique, it's one of a kind.
God bless Texas.
One of the really cool things is actually where we're at right here. And you might be a little sore, you might be a little dirty, but you're going to have a memory that'll last a lifetime.